Now there's this. The president tweeting out a challenge for Congress. Quote, the Senate should get funding done before the August break or not go home. Wall and border security should be included. Also waiting for approval for almost 300 nominations. Worst in history. Democrats are doing everything possible to obstruct all they know how to do. Stay. Joining us now, Heritage Foundation founder Edwin Feulner. All right, sir. We're hearing more and more about the Senate, their inability to get things done, and people are wondering what Mitch McConnell is doing and why he's not forcing this issue more.
Mitch McConnell, Charles, is a true gentleman. He plays by the Marquess of Queensberry rules. And when you're up against somebody who's a tough kind of gutter fighter like Chuck Schumer, you got to, sometimes, I won't say you got to get down to that level, but you certainly have to fight him back tit for tat. And that means, and I've said this to Mitch McConnell, that means you call the Senate in 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Let's get moving on these 300 nominations. Let's get these spending bills moving. Let's get this small rescission package going. Apparently the House is going to get it out either this week or early next week. So let's get the whole team working together here.
Edwin, what do you make of that? The representatives in the House are just so frustrated. They say they're doing their job and everything is getting bottlenecked at the Senate.
You're absolutely right, Charles. The House has passed something like 120 or 130 bills that are awaiting, and these are major things. These are talking about financial reform. These are talking about how we deal with real health care. And the upcoming farm bill is going to be a very important bill that'll be voted out of the House this week. Then they go over to the Senate and they just kind of sit there. Now, part of that, of course, is due to the very tight count in the Senate. But again, what it seems to me has to happen, you look at the Senate rules and you say, we're coming in full time, gentlemen and ladies, and we're going to be here. And if that means you're going to miss your weekend back home or your weekend out campaigning and raising money, that's just the way it's going to be, because we're going to get our job done.
So handicap the likelihood of all of this happening, because obviously Senator McConnell has heard these arguments. He's been pressured before, and he has stayed the course.
Well, he has so far, but there was a very hopeful sign about 10 days ago. Senator Langford from Oklahoma put out a bill saying from his committee that Mitch McConnell, in fact, voted for in committee, which said that we are going to go in, we're going to go into extra hours, and we're going to start working on these confirmations much more actively. So when McConnell voted for that, that should be a good shot across the bow to the Democrats to let's get going on some of these non-controversial nominees. Let's let Donald Trump's administration come back full steam and full team ahead so that we can really get the job done and so that he can be represented by his own people. That's the way the system's supposed to work.
Edwin Feulner, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Charles.